A script is a prompt or written words to help generate a story. Good. So now let's move on to script elements. List out the script elements. Mention them. Good evening, Anthony. How are you doing? Good evening, Ogenemaru. How are you doing? List out Namdi. He said I should repeat what I said. I said you should list out the script elements. I taught you what script element is, and then we also listed them out. Good. Characters, dialogue, twists, scenes, action, plot. Okay, that's beautiful. Dialogue, plot, conclusion, settings. So I mentioned something yesterday. I said settings is also known as what? It's also known as what? If you don't say settings, you can say what? Characters, dialogue, treasure. That's beautiful. Linear resolution. You are talking about story structures. Talking about story structures, and we have not gotten to that. No, it's not background in your la. Settings is also known as plot. Okay. That's beautiful. So plot is the entire story itself. Scene. That's good. Story settings or scenes. Nyola, that's correct. Kubonaya, that's correct. Nandri Solomon, that's correct. Okay. So now let's move on to the next thing. List out the story structures. What are the story structures you mentioned yesterday? Yes, today you are doing animation. That's what you'll be doing after this recap. We are doing recap now. Resolution, beautiful. No, if you want natural, still answering the first question. This one is script element. We are talking about story structures now. List out the story structure. Somebody answered resolution and it's correct. Exposition, rising action, beautiful. Zimozo. Okay, character. No, character is not part of it. Yes, climax. Good. Exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and conclusion. Wow, that's correct. So exposition is also known as what? Rising action, climax. Okay, beautiful. Exposition is also known as what? The beginning of the story. Paramount. That's beautiful. So what about the rising action, climax, and falling action? They are also known as what? What part of the story is the rising action, the climax, and the falling action? Middle. Good. Okay. And then the last one. The last one, which is the conclusion. The name is already there. So conclusion means the ending part. So the story is made up of the beginning, the middle, and the ending part. So now let's go to YouTube and watch the video from yesterday's class to refresh our memory before today's class begins. You know you're going to do a whole lot today. And I know you enjoy today's class because it's all about animation. You're going to turn those pictures that we created from yesterday. You turn a picture into animation and then you create a story with it. I know most of you have been waiting for it, three of us. Have been waiting for it, right? Don't worry, Ogenemaro, later you check, okay? After today's class, go and check the Link School app. It should be there by then. All right, so go to YouTube and check from the link school app, or you go to YouTube and search for.
Yes, I placed the link in the chat, so they just click on that to give out to.
So I'll get the link to the video from yesterday's class, and then we'll go through it a little bit before the class begins. Okay. Hold on. Coming. You'll be told when the class resumes. Okay, here's the link. Oh, someone already. Which link is this? Nchekube, which link is this? So click on the link and then go to YouTube and watch the video. If you have any question, you ask. No, we are doing recap from yesterday's class. Okay, today's class is yet to resume. Okay, Ella. So you have nothing to worry about. Please, I want everybody to pay attention and follow up once the class begins, so you don't get lost. Hmm? So watch the video. If you have any question from yesterday's class, you ask a question now. David, I don't know how to get the assignment. What happened? You have the link school app, David. Answer me in the chat box. Okay, Jesse, what's your question? Nchekube, which product are you talking about? I don't understand your question. Chimamanda, you didn't see the assignment. Check back after today's class. It should be there. Are you watching the video now? Okay, so Jesse, you asked what is the difference between fiction and non-fiction? Is it in story? The story on YouTube. Okay. No, there is quiz. Namdi, you said what you said there is quiz and there is assignment from yesterday's class. Your assignment is to design three different characters. Design three different characters using three styles. The first style is realistic style. We did that yesterday in class, right? We did realistic style, cartoon style, and then we did anime, right? So that's the three styles I asked you to design your characters with. But the characters should be different. Okay, they said okay to the registration. That's fine. You'll be communicated. Okay? You'll be communicated in the group chat when it's time for that. For now, it's not yet happening. Okay, Edwin, can you hear me? The topic for today is displayed on the screen. Can you see that? Visual storytelling, day 3. Realistic style, cartoon style, and anime style. Ella have answered you. Alright, so now, if you are done answering our questions, let's begin with this. Who is joining? Class is about to begin and somebody is joining on the screen. Who is that person? Okay, your class will begin in 2 minutes time. Oh, you can't hear me because I was not talking. The class is about to start.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, do use the chat box. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. That's nice. All right. Okay. So today we have a very interesting topic. Yes, a very interesting one that I know that most of us have been looking forward to. So if you can see my screen, please tell me the topic you are seeing so we can move ahead. Nolly, you said you can't hear me. What's the problem? Please, if you can hear me, just type the topic you're seeing on the screen, all right? Okay, thank you very much. Yes. So our topic for today is visual storytelling. Okay. So sorry, so I just want to all right. So for today, we have some things we're planning on learning. So what you're going to be learning in today's class. At the end of today, at the end of this lesson, you will learn what is visual storytelling, what is scene and element of scene. I know we learned about scene, but we're going to learn more about it today. We're going to learn part of scene. We're going to learn short and types of shots. And then we're going to learn storyboarding. All right. So having gotten our objective for today, we are going to move forward into the class properly. So, what is visual storytelling? So, this class is going to be an interactive class, sort of an interactive class. So, I won't just be the one talking. I would love to actually be hearing from you. So, we have two words here. Three, me looking at it. What is visual storytelling? So, we have the word visual and we have story and we also have telling. So, before we continue, I would love to hear from you what you understand by the word visual. All right, so please use the text box. So I just want you to share with me what you understand by the word visual. All right, so please, I need to start getting your answers. What is visual? All right, thank you. I can see that visual means anything you can see. Thank you. Zimozo, visual means images. All right, thank you. I still need more answers. Beautiful. This is very nice. Thank you. All right, so we've all come to the conclusion that visual is something we can hear. Not only there, you say you can't still hear me. What's the problem? All right, so now we've gotten the meaning of visual, which means anything that we can see, something that we can see. So now I want you to tell me the meaning of storytelling to you in your own understanding. What do you feel or what do you think is storytelling? I want to get your answers. Beautiful. Thank you. Just two persons. I need your answers there. The question was tell me what you understand by storytelling. Is the art of telling stories to share ideas. is when we tell story. Nice. This is very beautiful. That means you are following. All right. So without wasting much of our time, let's see our own definition on the slide. Now, visual storytelling is the art of conveying stories through imaginary merging artistic expression with narrative flow. All right, so I'll take that again. Visual storytelling is the art of conveying stories through imaginary merging artistic expression with narrative flow. So I'm going to break this down again. So visual storytelling is the art, that's, in other words, is the process. That's another word for that art, is the process of conveying. When you say conveying, that means you're passing something, okay? You're communicating through imaginary, that's what is in our head, in our imaginations, then merging artistic expression with narrative flow. Now, that artistic expression can mean pictures, art, paint, music, all right? So this is when we merge all these things, our ideas that is in our head with all these things around us to, okay, merging. Someone is asking what is the meaning of merging. That's to combine there, to combine, all right? All right, so we're going to continue. So still on what is visual storytelling. It involves scenes. I know you've been hearing that word, scenes. So visual storytelling involves scenes, various short types, and process of storyboarding to craft compelling visual narrative that captivates audience of all ages. By utilizing these techniques, we can engage viewers emotionally and communicate messages more effectively. All right, so all this long English that was written here or that I just said now is that we combine scenes, short storyboarding just to create this compelling. When that word compelling means something that is very attractive, okay? To create something that is very attractive that you cannot be able to resist. All right, so story, be it movie or whatever it is, we combine all these things to create this stuff that we know we cannot resist. All right, so that is for visual storytelling. Hope we are clear on the definition, because we're about to move on to the example. So if I can move on, please do react so that I can move on. All right, so moving on, examples of visual storytelling. We have, first on our list, cartoons. As I said earlier, this class is going to be more of interactive class. So this is what is going to happen. You're going to give me the name of your favorite cartoon. So if that is part of an example, so an example of visual cartoon. So I want to get example, like the name of your favorite. For those that actually watch, beautiful, I can see SpongeBob. That's nice. Yes. Do we all want to say that we don't watch cartoons? Come on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Aha. This is nice. Thank you. So you see, all these your favorite cartoons are under visual storytelling because they're telling a story. All right, good. So now we're going to move on. The second on our list is picture books or comic book. Okay, now the third on the list is animated videos or 3D animations. For those that watch anime, okay, if you know you don't like cartoons, yesterday class, I saw some people saying they don't like cartoons. Maybe you love anime. Okay, so it's time for you to give me your favorite animes, like the ones for those that actually love it, for those that watch it. All right. So let me get the name of your favorite anime so we can move on, because it's thank you very much. I can see them. Treasure and Joycey, thank you. Yes, yes. Nice. So you see those animes you're watching, they are under visual storytelling. Aha. Good. Nice. All right. So we're going to be going on. Next on our list is silent videos or wordless scenes. Or wordless scenes. Do you have an idea of, is there any movie or even cartoon? Yes, there are cartoons that are actually that has wordless scene. That's, they don't talk in the cartoon. So I need examples of that from you. So if you know, you know. Like, I saw someone that just said Tom and Jerry. Thank you very much. That is a very good and a very popular speechless cartoon, Tom and Jerry. Everybody's now saying Tom and Jerry. We have other ones now. Okay. All right. I love that. Thank you. Okay. So these and more are examples of wordless scenes. In other words, wordless cartoons, that's, they don't talk. They just see them, they act, but they don't actually talk. Okay. All right. So we are going to be moving on. Please, someone is drawing on our screen. Please, you know we are against that. All right. So for a brief activity, we are going to watch a very short video. Please do pay attention to the details, because this is the story we are going to be working with in this our class, for this particular class. All right, so please pay attention, because I'll be asking you questions based on everything you're going to be watching. So let's see it. Okay, that is the end of our short clip. All right. Hope you took note of it. Hope you are not just carried away just looking at it, because as I said, everything we're going to be doing in today's class has something to do with this video. So by the end of this class, I will really love it if we can recreate something like this. Someone got the name, you know, it was recreated from a popular cartoon. Actually, it's not that particular cartoon, but it was recreated from that cartoon. So by the end of this class, hope you're promising me that you can do your own. All right. So we are going to continue there. Now, what is a scene? Yesterday class, we talked about this scene, right? So before I show you what is on my own slide, I want to hear from you. What is a scene? Please I need to start getting your So I'm still waiting. What is a scene? I told you this class would be more of interactive one. Yes, thank you. A scene is a part of a story. Scene is what happens over time. Thank you. Yes, this is nice. I need more answers. Thank you. Keep it coming. I need to hear from you. Okay, beautiful. All right. So as we already know, a scene is a part of a story that happens in one place and time. It shows what is happening, who is there, and what they are doing. So, in a simple words, a scene is one small part of a movie where something happens. For instance, we saw the short clip that was played at the beginning of this class. We saw that those things were seen. Now, a current one. Let's assume that this our class is a movie. What we are doing now is a scene, okay? Because it's showing what is happening now. And if you're to ask what is happening now, we are using ourselves as an example, right? So I said this our class now is a scene. So I want to hear from you what is happening now, because a scene shows what is happening now. So what is happening now, class? Yes, we are learning. Beautiful. That is a very nice answer. So what is happening now is that we are learning. So that is what our this scene is all about. So it shows what is happening, who is there. So now who is in our own story? Who is in our story? Remember that I said that this our class is the story. So who is in our story? No, Kai is for the other this thing. Us, every word, thank you. The learners, nice. This is very beautiful. Okay, so we've gotten what is happening in our scene, which is this our class. We've gotten who is there. And now, what are we doing? We are learning. Nice. Beautiful. I love the cooperation. That's nice. Okay, so we've gotten the meaning of sin, and now you understand very well what a sin. So if I ask you tomorrow what is a sin, I believe that you can answer. So having gotten that, we are going to be moving to purpose of sins. The purpose of scenes in a story, whether for animation, film, or a book, is basically to break the story into small, meaningful moments that move the story forward. Each scene has a job to do. For instance, the short clip that we watched, if okay, I told you that I'll be asking you a question based on that short clip. So this is what I'm going to. What happened in the first scene of that Kai story? So what happened for those that watched that short clip? What happened? Because they say the purpose of sin is that it breaks the story into small, meaningful moments so that we can understand. That's why it's breaking it down. So what happened at the first scene of Kai's story? There are just few persons that have answered. Yes. Nice. I love the fact that some of you actually paid attention to the clip. Okay. So now we've gotten the purpose of the scene. Now we are going to be moving to parts of scenes. Now the first one on our list is the starting point. We have the middle and we have the ending. Hope we're together. We have three parts of scenes. We have the starting, the middle, and the ending. All right. So don't panic. I'm going to explain those things. We're going to break it down for you. So now, still on the part of the scenes, starting point. So the starting point in a scene is the first moment we see when a new part of the story begins. All right? The starting point in a scene is the first moment we see when a new part of the story begins. It shows the audience, that's we that is watching, where we are, who is there, what is happening. It helps viewers quickly understand the story. It helps viewers quickly understand the scene, rather. All right. So now we're going to be using our story, which is the Kai, the small clip that we watched at the beginning of this lesson. And you are going to be pointing out for me this that was listed that it shows. So first of all, you are going to point out where was Kai. In that our story, where was Kai? Because that is the beginning. So that beginning part, which is the picture that you are seeing on the screen. All right. So where was Kai? Aha, beautiful. All right. So at the beginning, he was actually in front of a village. All right. So for those that answered he was in the village, you are correct. So now, who is there? Who is the character? Kai. Nice. That means you're following. Now, what is happening? What was happening there? Yes, so we've gotten to what is happening. Yes. All right. So he was actually playing. He was going for a journey, adventure. Okay. So yes, I'm very glad that we are all on the same page. All right. So that is for the starting point. So I'm going to take that one more time. The starting point is a scene that shows where we are. That's the character, who is there, and then what is happening. Okay. So I will be moving on. Still on part of a scene, we have the middle, which is the action. We have the middle. So this is what happens in the scene. All right. I'll take that again. Middle, which is also known as the action. This is what happens in the scene. It shows the main action, a problem, and how characters react. Now, still on that, our short clip that we watched, don't worry, even if you don't know the part that is the middle, this picture you're seeing on your screen is the middle action. That's the middle of our story. So now you're going to tell me what was the main action. Looking at this picture, what do you think is the main action from this picture? Nice. Finding, yes, good. Yes, keep the answers coming. Aha. So the main action there is that he actually found the fire, the flame pop. Okay. So that was the main action. So now what was the problem in that scene? What was the problem? Okay, that is very beautiful. Thank you very much. Yes, keep it coming. Thank you. All right. So the problem here, for those I can see, yes, nice. So the problem here is that the pup was scared. All right, he's not used to humans around him. So when Kai actually found him, he was a bit scared. Now, how characters react? What was Kai's reaction? According to this scene, what was Kai's reaction? Kai acted gently, beautiful. What was Kai's reaction? He felt pity and compassion. Shocked, well, we can use that. He felt pity, nice, beautiful, gentle, good, nice. So Kai didn't actually chase it away. He actually brought it closer to himself. He was kind, he was friendly, he was gentle to the flame pop. Okay, so I am glad that we all are still on the same page. Now, we are going to be moving on, still on part of sins. Don't forget, they are divided into 3. So before I go on to the last, I want you to mention the first 2 that I've mentioned so far. I already mentioned 2, so what are they? Beautiful, thank you very much. Good, so thank God we are still on the same page. So part of sins, we have the starting and we have the middle. Now, last on the list is the ending, which is the result or the change that happened in the story. So this is how the scene finishes. So this is how our story ends and all that. So it shows what changed, what was achieved, and how the characters feel now. All right, hope we're together. Chinenye, please, you're on my screen. So the ending shows what happened, what changed, what was achieved, and how the characters feel now. So we are still going to be using our small clip, and you're going to tell me what changed. What changed? This is the ending. The picture you're seeing here is the ending scene for that. So what changed? Yes, they became friends. Yes, I love that. Keep it coming. All right. Okay. Yes. Kai and the flame pop became friends. As you can see, the flame pop is on Kai's backpack, right? Yes, thank you. They started going to the adventure together. You know, Kai was the only one moving before, but now he has gotten a companion. Nice. All right, so now moving to the next thing that the ending part of a scene shows what was achieved. Now, what was achieved? Happiness, yes. Friendship, nice. All right, keep the answers coming. He saved the pup, a friend, kindness, nice. They became friends. I love the answers. Thank you very much. Keep it coming. Okay. Togetherness. I love that. Thank you very much. Okay, so what was achieved was friendship, companionship. They became friends. All right, so how the characters feel now? So how do the characters feel? The characters in our story, how do they feel? Happy, nice, good, beautiful. I love this. Good, good, good. They feel better. Nice. This is good. All right. So you can see even on the pup's face, he's now smiling. Before it's had this scared expression, but now he's very happy. He's smiling. Okay. So good. So I will take it one more time. We have the ending as part of a scene, and this shows what changed, what was achieved, and how the characters feel now. Okay, so we're heading somewhere. So now we're going to move on So you're going to do a very short activity for me right now. So I have a story that we all will be splitting into these 3 different parts. Okay, so you are going to be splitting this story into a beginning, middle, and ending part for me. So you're going to write out the ones that is the beginning, the one that is the middle, and the one that is the ending. Okay, so this is the story. Divide the story into parts. Leo, a curious boy, finds a shining seed in the garden. He wonders what it could grow into and decided to plant it in a small pot. Leo waters the seed every day, but nothing seems to happen. He feels a little disappointed, but keeps taking care of it, talking to it, and imagining what it might become. One morning, a tiny part finally appears. Leo jumps up with joy and hugs the pot, excited to watch his little plant grow. So I'm going to leave the story on my screen so that you all can divide it for me and then give me okay, so please keep your answers coming. All right. Should I move to the first? Someone is on my screen. Let me move up so you can see the first part of the story. So this is the first part. Should I still repeat there? Okay, so I will take the story one more time. This is a story, all right? So you're going to split it into 3 parts. So I'm going to take the story again. Leo, a curious boy, finds a shining seed in the garden. He wonders what it could grow into and decided to plant it in a small pot. Leo waters the seed every day, but nothing seemed to happen. So we're going to move down. He feels a little disappointed, but keeps taking care of it, talking to it, and imagining what it might become. One morning, a shining part finally appears. Leo jumps with joy and hugs the pot, excited to watch his little plant grow. So, yes, let's divide the story. Good, I love that. Yes, keep it coming. Thank you. Yes, some of you. Yes, yes, that's nice. Uh-huh. So I will scroll up to the first part for those requesting for it. Nice. I love this. Okay, this is beautiful. I love the fact that you all are following the class. Yeah, I love the participation. Nice. All right, so I'm going to do that for you now so that for those that got it, congratulations. So now for the beginning is Leo, a curious boy, finds a shiny seed in the garden. He wonders what it could grow into and decided to plant it in a small pot. Now, that is the beginning. Okay? So Leo waters the seed every day, but nothing seems to happen. Chinenye, he feels a little disappointed, but keeps taking care of it, talking to it, and imagining what it might become. Now, that is the middle. It shows the action, remember? Now, one morning, a tiny part finally appears. Leo jumps with joy and hugs the pot, excited to watch his little plant grow. And now that's the ending. For those that got it, just give yourself a round of applause wherever you are. Thank you very much for the participation. So now we're going to move on. Now, please, someone is on the screen. Now we're going forward. So we are in what is a short. Remember that when we were defining visual storytelling, I told you that visual storytelling has a lot in it. It has scene, it has a short, and then storyboarding. And now we've seen scene, and now we're about to understand what a short really is. Okay, so now what is a short? A shot is a continuous recording by a camera. It shows what the camera sees at the moment. It could be a person, a scene, or an action. Think of it as one photo in motion in a video. Okay, so a shot is a continuous, that it doesn't stop. All right, hope we're together. It's a continuous recording by a camera. It shows what the camera sees at the moment. It could be a person, a scene, or an action. All right, so I'm going to take that one more time, then we'll move forward. A shot is one continuous recording by a camera. It shows what the camera sees at the moment. It could be a person, a scene, or an action. All right, so we're going to move forward. Hope we are together. So, having gotten the meaning and definition of a short, we're going to types of shots. Now, the first on our list is wide shot. This shows the setting and character in context, creating a scene of scale and location. All right, you can see at the image on your screen, it's showing the setting, which is a village, and then the characters, which is sky, in context, then creating a sense of scale and location. In simple terms, use it to show where the story is happening, show the whole place and the character. So we can see the picture of the village, and then Kai at the center. All right, so that is an example of wide shot. Okay, so we're going to be going forward. Still on that types of shot, we have a medium shot. This focuses on character from the waist up, highlighting facial expression. All right, so focuses on the character from waist up, highlighting body language and facial expression. Now, some of the video shots you watch, some of the cartoons we even watch, some of them have that medium shots because it's just focusing on the character from the waist. All right, you might not necessarily see that. You're not going to be seeing their leg, actually. It's just their waist up. Please, someone is still drawing on my screen. Valentine, I can see you on my screen. All right, so it's used to show actions and talking. Okay, for instance, Tom and Jerry, you know, there's some scenes that they will actually be playing. They will zoom it, maybe so we'll see Jerry. You know, Jerry is very tiny. They will zoom it so we can see what Jerry is doing, or Tom. Okay, some of your popular cartoons too. So that's it. If you see those shots, those scenes that you see that they zoom it, you just see maybe from the waist, highlighting just the body language. That is an example of a medium shot. So still on types of shots, we have a close-up shot. It emphasizes feelings by zooming in on a character's face to capture subtle expressions. Okay, it's used to show feelings and details. I'll take that again. Close-up shots emphasizes feelings by zooming in on a character's face to capture subtle expression. Now, looking at this image on our screen, can you tell me the expression of Kai and then the flame pop? So I want to get from you, since we said close-up shots emphasizes the feeling by zooming in. So what is the expression we are getting from Kai and the flame pop? Nice, beautiful. Keep it coming. Good. Nice. This is very, yes, happy and excited. Good. And we're able to see that because of the close-up shot. All right. Nice. So now we're going to be moving. We're going to be moving forward. Thank you very much. So still on that types of shot, we have the point of view, in short form, POV. Someone is still on my screen. So point of view, in short, POV. So this shows exactly what the character sees. You know, sometimes when there is a movie playing, obviously we are the audience, so we might not actually know what is making the characters scream or something till there is a point of view shot for us to actually see what they are seeing. All right, so for you can see it here. All right, it makes the audience feel inside the story. Now, looking at this picture by the side, can you tell me what we, the audience, are seeing from the point of view of Kai and the pop flame? Nice. Yes. Yes. The sunset, for those that, yes, beautiful. So we're now seeing the sunset from Kai and the flame pop's point of view. Nice. All right. So now we are going to be moving on. Storyboarding. So this is the third thing I told you that that makes up our visual storytelling. So this is it, the storyboarding. Now, storyboarding is the process of creating a sequence of drawings or images to represent the scenes in a narrative form. All right. So storyboarding is the process of creating a sequence. That's the way it will go. All right. Of drawings or images to present the scene in a narrative. Okay. So you can see an example of this. So this is a storyboard of the story that was the short clip that was displayed earlier on. All right. So we are going to be moving on. We've defined what is a storyboard. Storyboarding is the process of creating a sequence of drawings or image to represent the scenes in a narrative. Now we have a purpose for this storyboard. So it helps filmmakers, animators, and artists visualize the story, enabling smooth sequence flow. All right. So just in case maybe you're getting your ideas for your story in parts, you can just use the storyboard to arrange it. All right. So that it will be a smooth sequence. That's a smooth flow. There will not be anything like maybe where we're supposed to see the beginning, it will be the middle that is there. Then when it's supposed to be the ending, it will be the beginning. You know, that kind of mistake, it can be avoided using a storyboarding. All right, so collaboration to storyboard allow team members to share ideas and feedback before finalizing visuals. So let's assume that maybe we want to create a story together. Everybody can bring their ideas, we'll place it on that storyboard, and then at the end of the day, we'll come to an agreement that, okay, we are good with this, and our story will be created. All right, so we are going to be moving forward. Now we're going to see how to create a storyboard using Gemini AI. So you're going to open this link But for the purpose of this class, we are going to just go to our browser and we are going to type Gemini AI. We used this for yesterday class. So, sorry, can I send word there? All right, the link will be sent to the group chat. So I'm just going to open mine. So it's still loading. Okay, so this is it. All right, so before so I've opened my Gemini. So now the next thing on our list is, after our image creation, tell Gemini to give you a storyboard for the images created. So we're supposed to create our images first before we can get this storyboard. So let's still keep that one hanging and then move on. So when we enter to the creation of our story fully, we're going to create image, then we're going to create a storyboard. So, but before then, I'm going to just show you my own storyboard for the small clips that was showed earlier. All right. Okay, so I'm going to zoom it. Okay, so can you see that? The explaining. So this is the whole scene that we saw on that small clip. You can see when Kai discovered the flame pop, how scared the flame pop was when he lost control and the rest of it. All right. So the first scene that is meant to be on your storyboard should be the beginning. That is where the story starts. So the first picture that is going to be on your storyboard should be the beginning, where your story starts. All right. Now, for my own storyboard, my scene 2 and 3 is the middle of the story. It tells us about the main character, the action. So which is Kai, which is a boy called Kai, and a fire pop. Okay. So now I'm using, don't forget, I'm just using the storyboard, my own storyboard for that short clip that we watched as an example. You don't worry, you're going to still create your own and then see how it's all plays out. Okay. So still on this storyboard, my scene 4 and 5 was the problem. Tells us about a problem. And in the case of our story, was when the fire pop lost control of his fire and was scared, because he was scared actually. That was why he lost control of his fire. And that was when Kai was telling him, don't be scared, okay? So still on the storyboard, scene 6, this was the conclusion of the whole story. And in our case, you see, friendship was formed and adventure begins. You know, Kai was actually going on adventure. That was why he stepped out of the village. So when he came out, he discovered that flame pop. And then when he discovered it, he went with him. That's a friendship was created, and then they moved on. Okay, now we are about to start our generation properly. Now we're going to open our ChatGPT and tell it to give us a prompt to generate a 6-scene story that has a dialogue of a boy named Carl and a flame pop. Then it should also give us a prompt for Gemini to create image. Okay, so I will go to my, all right, so I'm trying to open my browser. Okay, so now it's open, and then I'm going to open my chat GPT. You can be trying your own with your own story. All right, so that's okay. So now we are going to tell it to give me a prompt for Gemini to generate an image of a little boy. All right, so I'm just going to click on enter. David, sorry, what are you asking for? I didn't really get your question. Okay, the prompt was, give me a prompt for Gemini to create an image of a little boy. We're creating a different story. So this is the prompt. All right. So don't forget our Gemini was already open. So I'm just going to pick our prompt and then I'm going to move over to that place. Okay, so this is my Gemini and then I've pasted it. Hope we're all on the same page. Please, are we all on the same page? Should I continue? All right, so if you've gotten to this level, create the image. Let's see what it gives us. All right, so it's still loading. As you can see, it's still trying to create the image for us. Okay, so this is what I got. All right. So, Treasure, where should I start from there? Okay. The first thing first is you go to ChatGPT. We prompted it to give us, we asked it to give us a prompt for Gemini to create an image of a little boy. Can you see my prompt? So that was what I told ChatGPT. Then it gave me this prompt down here. You can see where it wrote prompt. So all I did was copy the prompt and then I went to our Gemini and then I pasted it there. Are we together? Chineke, you said I should go back. Please, are we together? So this is what I got from Gemini. This is my own image. Control C for copy there. Control C. David, I can't actually see the image. Please, are we all together? Please, if we are together, just say yes so that we can continue because of time. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to be moving on. Now we are going to go back to ChatGPT. So I'm calling. Please, if you've generated it, you can actually save that so that it won't get lost. So this is the save button. Can you see? So click on that save button. Then it's going to just download. Okay, so now to my ChatGPT. All right, so we wanted to create a story scene by scene. So I'm going to give it a prompt so that it will nice. I can see some of your pictures. That's beautiful. Nice. I love that. Okay, so now I'm going to tell it, give me, we're on ChatGPT now. Please move over to your ChatGPT. Give me a prompt, or rather, let's start with create a story not more than 4 scenes. Create a story not more than 4 scenes and give me a prompt for Gemini to generate each scenes. Okay, so please, for those good. So, ChatGPT, this is what I prompted it. Create a story not more than 4 scenes and give me a prompt for Gemini to create each scenes. Are we together? Okay, I should zoom. All right. So this is the prompt. Can we all see that now? So this is where it started. All right, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to send the prompt to the chat box so that you can just pick it from there. All right, so I've sent it there. So you can just pick it from there and then we'll go to our Gemini to go and paste it there. So, oh, sorry, we've not even. It's obstructing my. So now we're going to click on this arrow so that ChatGPT will start creating it for us so that we can start. All right, so here is it. So now it gave us a title, Leo and the Light of Kindness. All right, so now we are going to be picking this one after the other. So this is my scene 1 that I just highlighted. So Control C, then I'm going to Gemini to, all right, so this is it. Control V to paste and then enter. So it's loading. Hope we are still together. Beautiful. I love the pictures. But now you should get into creating of scenes so that we can generate our video for the day. All right, so can you see my scene 1? So this is the scene 1 that I have. So I'm just going to save that, download it. Hope we all remember how to download. Just click on this small arrow here to download. So I'm going to Grok right now. Grok AI. Grok, then AI. So I've generated the first scene, so I'm moving to Grok AI so that I can convert that to a video. So Grok AI, The name has been sent to your chat box. So hope we are all here. Please, if you're lost, just let me know so that I can help you. We should be in creation of, all right, okay. So what's the, where should I start from? Okay, someone has already created a storyboard. Nice. Okay, for those that are lost, okay, you just created your first image. Nice. Now go back to ChatGPT and tell it to create a story, not more than 4 scenes, and then give you a prompt for generating each scenes in Gemini. Okay, Chimamanda dear, where are you so I can help you out? All right, please, what's okay? Please, if you're still lost, let me know. The link to Grok has been pasted on the chat box. Chimamanda, what? Yes, what's the problem there? Okay, what's Chimamanda? Yes, what's the problem? You said you're lost. Paramed, you said you're lost. What's the problem? Inyoluwa, you said you're lost. What's the problem? Okay, just drop the problem so that I can know where to assist you. I sent only one there. We're still in sim 1, Paramed, just sim 1. I just generated sim 1. Okay, Chimamanda, Gemini AI. Which part there? Is it the image creation or the scene creation? And with you, Nolly, that's nice. Have you created your first scene? Nolly, have you created your first scene? Image creation. Chimamanda, this is the prompt for that. For the image creation, I went to ChatGPT and then I told it to create um a prompt for Gemini to create an image of a little boy. Now I said you're free to actually explore. It's not a must that to be a boy. So tell it to give you a prompt for Gemini to create an image of a little boy. Grok, we've not started Grok there. We are still on the way. The link to Grok was pasted on the chat box. So just click on it so that you can sign in. What do we do after ChatGPT? You take the prompt to Gemini to generate your image and then to generate a scene for you. Jesse, take the prompt you got from ChatGPT to Gemini to create an image and then to also create a scene for you, okay? Okay, you've created a beautiful. Thank you very much. For those that have gotten to this our level, Edwin, don't you have someone around you that is older that can assist you with that? Because someone can help you sign in. Inoluwa, sorry, I didn't. What question are you asking there? Yes, we are all in scene 1. We are all in scene 1. Zimuzo, which prompt there? Okay, thank you very much. So we are all on the same page now, right? Okay, so now we are going to continue. So we've created our first scene. So now we are on Grok AI. So please, as I said earlier, the link has been sent to the chat box. So please click on it and then log in. So I'm going to be opening mine. So this is where we all should be right now. So this is the Grok AI. So we're about to create our first scene with the picture that Gemini gave us. All right, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to click on Imagine. Sorry, for those that didn't really follow. I clicked on Imagine. Okay. We used it on the first day. So click on Imagine, then you get here. So I want to pick the story that ChatGPT created for me. So I'll click on it. And I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to tell it to give me a prompt for Grok for video. For video. All right, so after opening your Grok, please go back to your ChatGPT and tell it to give you a prompt for Grok for video. All right, hope we're together. And then when you type that, you just click on enter. I'll take that again. After opening your Grok and signing in, go back to ChatGPT, tell it to give you a prompt for Grok to generate scenes, okay? So this is what I have for now. Please, if we're together, let me know. If not, please still let me know so I can know what to do. Okay, what's the problem there? Okay, so we're together. Please, if we're together, just let me know so that we can move on. Paul, what's the problem there? What's the problem? Edwin, sorry, you said I should say what again? Let me take this last part again. So I said, after opening your Grok AI and signing in, all right, go back to ChatGPT and tell it to give you a prompt for Grok to generate videos. Nice. Someone is, yeah, some of you are already on it. That's beautiful. Okay, you use your email to sign in there. All right, so we are going to move on. So I've gotten my prompt to generate videos. So Edwin, yours is still loading. What's still loading there? Paul, you have to sign into Grok. If you open it for the first time, you have to sign in. No problem, Zimuzo. It still works. No problem. That's okay. Okay, so now I have my first scene. You know, I've generated the image for the first scene. So now I'm going to copy this, which is the first scene that ChatGPT gave me. And then I'm going to Grok. So remember how we got here. You click on Imagine to get here. So I'm going to paste that to my first scene. And then click on this to attach the image that was created. If you click on this, which is attached, this place, this small pin here, you click on upload a file. Are we together? Chiagozie, what's the problem there? What's the issue? Please, are we together? Have we gotten to this point? Chiagozie, what's the problem? I can still see a no from you. What's the issue? Please, if you've gotten to this stage, just type yes so that we can continue. What we did here now is that we went to ChatGPT, we copied the scene one that was created for us by ChatGPT, and then we pasted it on Grok for our video creation. So I'm yet to upload the image that we got from Gemini. And Richard, what's the problem? All right, so please, are we on the same page so that we can go on? Okay, which step, admin, please, which step do you want me to? Where we are now is, we went to ChatGPT. We told it to create a first scene story. Okay, so it have created the first scene story. Remember that before now, okay, you stopped at Gemini. Okay, have you created your scene? We've created a scene. That's for the scene one. We've created it. Then we went back to ChatGPT and told it to create a story. There is not more than 4 scenes. Okay, for the person that is lost in the path of Grok, go to ChatGPT, tell it to create a prompt for you to create videos on Grok, and then it should split your stories into 4 scenes. Paul, what's taking time there? Okay, please, I'm going to just go on. So now I'm going to upload that file. That's the image that I saved from Gemini, okay? So this is it for the first scene. So open. Okay, so as you can see, it's still, now it's making a video. Please, if you're not here, let me know so that I can know where to help you. Paul, what's taking time there? Edwin, what you have to say what again there? Yes, David, like that. But now you have to generate scenes from ChatGPT for Grok. Then you paste it on Grok. Let me take this. Okay, I can see most of you are still confused. So what we did is, I believe that all of us got this Gemini part, the scene part. This is my scene one. I told it to create the scene one. I went to ChatGPT and then I told it to give me a prompt for Gemini so that I can create pictures for my scenes. Then this was the one I got for scene one. I created the picture. I downloaded it. Now, after downloading it, I went back to ChatGPT. I told it to give me a prompt for Grok to generate a video for me. Okay? For those asking after generating, hope you're clear on that. So go to your ChatGPT and tell it to give you a prompt for Grok for video generation. This is where I wrote mine. Give me a prompt for Grok for video. So if you've gotten the prompt for Grok, we are still on scene one. All you just have to do is copy that scene one, because that is the prompt you'll be giving to Grok. Just copy the scene one. Are we together? Please, for those that say they are lost, at least are we up to this level now? If you get to ChatGPT, tell it to give you a prompt for Grok for video generation. So are we all up to this level now? Okay, good. Now, this is nice. Okay, don't worry, dear. We're getting to that. So if you've gotten to this level, if you've copied it, now you're going to go to Grok. When you open your Grok, have you all opened your Grok? Please, if you're together, just tell me. Good. Thank you very much. So when you open your Grok, can you see this? This is Imagine. Now, if you click Imagine, this is what you should get. So click on Imagine first. If you've clicked on Imagine, let me know so that we can continue. Nice. So since we've gotten to Imagine, okay, for those still saying no, what's the problem? Wow, for the person that have created video, that's very nice. That means you've created your first scene, right? So if you've gotten to this point, that's nice. You can go on with your second scene. You know, we have 4 more scenes, 3 more scenes to create. So you can continue, right? So if you've gotten to this level, what I did was you paste the prompt here. Hope we're still together. You paste the prompt. Please, if you've gotten to this level, let me know. You paste the prompt here. That's the prompt that we copied from ChatGPT. Have we all gotten to this level? Please, if we are on the same page, let me know. You cannot paste it. Just use Control V. Control V. There's a key on your keyboard that is CTRL. Then you hold it down, hold V to paste it. All right? Yours is done. This is nice, Chimamanda. But Chimamanda, is this just for scene 1? You know, we still have 3 more scenes. So go ahead and create the remaining scenes. Zimuzo, what we are pasting is the prompt for video creation. Please, what's still the problem? Please, if we've gotten to this level, let me know so that we can continue. You paste it here. If you go to Imagine, if you go to Imagine, click on Imagine, you're going to see a white box here. Then just paste it there. Inoluwa, have you gotten to this stage? Dr. Jerry, you have to tell ChatGPT to give you a prompt that will generate a consistent video. Inoluwa, are we together? What is okay? Honor, see what you're going to do. Go back to ChatGPT, copy it again. If you go to ChatGPT, highlight it, hold that control, then click on the key C to copy, then come back to Grok and paste it again. Okay, good. So let's try that, and so we know if we're still on the same page. Please, if you've gotten to this same page, let me know. Okay, you've gotten here. Beautiful. So now the next thing you're going to do, please, for everybody that have gotten to this level, please, are we all on the same page? For those that have created theirs, you can go ahead and create for scene 2, scene 3, and scene 4. Treasure, was the problem there? Oh, no, there, you can just use the chat box, okay? Treasure, there was the problem. Okay, so if you've gotten to this, so if you've gotten to this level, you're going to click on this small thing that looks like a pin. Admin, just be working on it. If you're done with the 4, then we'll go ahead to create a storyboard. You know, Lua, what's the problem? They say you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? If you all have gotten to this point, the next thing you're going to do is to click on this pin. You can see that it wrote attach. You can just move to your left side on your screen. You're going to see. Oh no, what's the problem? Are you having issues? Okay, where there? Where? Is it this part that I'm still explaining? Please, if you've gotten to this point, as I was saying, just click on this pin here because we need to upload the image that was created by Gemini. So when you click on it, you will see upload a file. You see upload a file. On which part? Is it for the image or for the scene? What part are you asking for? Kamsima, what's the problem? So we're going to move on. So if you've gotten to this stage, click on upload. Oh no, which image? Is it the first image? If it's the first image, just tell ChatGPT to give you a prompt for Gemini to generate an image I used of a boy. You can use of anything. So you can say, give me a prompt for Gemini to generate an image of a boy. Oh no, do you get that? You know, Lua, which part are you confused on? Oh no, have you gotten that? So I believe that some of you are done with the video. So if you're done with the 4 scenes, because this is what I got from mine. This is my first scene. So if you're done with the first scene, go ahead with the second, third, and fourth. You know, we told it to generate a 4th scene. Kasima, what's the problem there? Yes, make video. Yes, click on it, admin. Add, you know, Lua, what image? Is it for the second and the third scene? If it's for the other scenes, you still go back to ChatGPT. You know it's created 4 scenes for you and a prompt. So go back there, copy it, copy for the second scene, go to Gemini, paste it there so it can create the image for your second scene. Or you can just copy your second scene in your story and paste it here so it can just generate with this same image for you. Inolu, are we together? Okay, please try that so that I can know what next to do. Admin, are you done with that? Have you created the video? So by now we should all have our 4 videos down. Okay, good. That's beautiful. So we should all have our 4 videos down. So this is what you're going to do for the story. Yes, Edwin, sign up there. You have to sign up so that you can be able to access it. So this is what we're going to do for the storyboard. Go back to Gemini to create the second scene. Go to your ChatGPT. You know, we told it to create 4 scene and give us 4 prompts. Admin, can you hear me? So it gave you 4 prompts for each scene. So go back there and copy it. Go back to your Gemini, paste it so you can generate an image. Or better still, just copy the second scene of your story and paste on Grok so it can continue. Okay? Oh, sorry about that, Chiagozie. But are you done signing in? Please, if you've gotten your 4 videos, let me know. No, you're not meant to. Which app there? Treasure, which app? You're not meant to download anything there. Please, if you've gotten the 4 videos, the 4 scenes, let me know. Nice. If you've gotten the 4 scene, let me know. Ifeoma Sinachi, thank you very much. Yes, there with an email. Are we done with creating of videos? The thing is, it's not going back to home page. It's creating the video. Just look by your left hand side and know if you're going to see. Divine, check by your left hand side to know if you see the video. Chimamanda, beautiful. But this is just one scene now. You still have 3 more, so go ahead and do that. All right. Honor, what's the problem? Paul, what's the issue there? All right, good. Paul, if you open your Grok, go to your ChatGPT, copy the prompts for video creation, because when we opened our Grok, we told ChatGPT to give us a prompt for creating video. So what you're going to do is go to ChatGPT, copy the one for scene 1, go to Grok, paste it, and upload your picture. Are we together, Paul? Do you understand? Please, if you're done with creating the 4 videos, just let me know. Dr. Jerry, well done. All right, Paul, you're welcome. Chimamanda, this is nice. Please, if you're done with creating of your 4 scenes, just let me know. And please don't forget to download, because that's what we're going to be using for our editing class tomorrow. You're done. Fine. Oh, cool. That's nice. Lua, that's beautiful. But I've not seen it though. Are we done? Yes, there you have to copy and paste, then make video. Admin. Please keep it coming if you're done with the videos. Treasure, are you having issues there? Okay, you have to download it. Or yes, download it in Oluwa. Download. You have to download the video. And Treasure, I think it's network. Just give it time, okay? Okay, so we're actually done with the class. So if you have questions, you can start asking it because we've generated our video. So tomorrow we'll be doing the editing and then the voicing. Okay, so please, if you are done creating your videos, let me know. Just send it in so that we all can see your beautiful works. Treasure, is it downloading? Okay, the one you created yesterday, you can still keep it. You can even try creating a story now with it, creating a video with it. David, I've not seen yours yet. Okay, Treasure, still give it some time. It's still loading, all right? Please, if you have question, do well to drop them because we are done. And do not forget to download, to save the videos you've created because it will be used tomorrow for the editing and the voiceover. All right? Please, I'm still waiting for your questions, and those that still have issues, let me know so I can assist you. Yeah, continue. Chiagozie, what's the problem? Please don't cry. What's the problem, Chiagozie? We are in question time. Please don't forget that your assignment is on the Lean School app and the test. Please do well to take them. Chiagozie, which part? Is it the Grok that have not been working or the Gemini? Okay, how do you operate the Lean School app? All of it, even the Gemini. Are you serious? Okay. Open. You know how? Open your Gemini. Let me be directing you step by step. Open your Gemini. Let's do it one after the other. Okay. If you're nice, I've seen the videos you've been posting. It. That's very beautiful. Yes, you can there. Okay, Tiago, you can share your screen so that I can see where I can assist you there. Someone is drawing on my screen. Please, if you're done generating your scene, do not forget to download them and keep it for tomorrow's class. I love the videos I've seen so far. They are all amazing. I've seen yours, Barakat. Okay, let me stop sharing this so that you can share your own screen. Chagoze, you can go ahead now, share your screen so I can see where to assist you there. Oh no, please don't share your screen. Let me attend to Chagoze first. Inoluwa, what's the problem? You said you're still confused. Where? Yes, there you can. Ifeoma Nachi. Inoluwa, I thought we were together. What happened? Zimuzo, give it time. It has not. Give it time. Okay, just hold on. Maybe after the class, or just leave it for some minutes, then go back again. It will give you what you want, all right? Dr. Jerry, if you've downloaded it, you can just come to this chat bot and send it. All right, I can see you. Share your screen so I can know where to help you, Chagozi. Where do I drop the scenes? It's just there. It's by the side, at the left-hand side. The topic for tomorrow is editing and voiceover. Inoluwa, are you done? What's this? Yes, we are coming here tomorrow. What's the problem? Talk to me, Inoluwa. Don't just go like that. Yeah, let's figure it out. What's the issue there? Please, if you're still having issues, I'm still here to help you. Jessie, beautiful. Please don't forget to download it for the editing class tomorrow. Jessie, no problem. Please, we have a few more minutes for this class to end. So, any more questions? Yes, I've seen your own. If. Oh no, yes, there. What's the problem? Oh, Inyoluwa. You can try it on a smartphone or your tab. You can actually work there. If you've signed into Grok, go to ChatGPT, pick your prompt for generation of video, paste it there so you can. Ibokwe, what's the issue? Oh, sorry about that, Faramid. Sorry about that. Okay, so Inoluwa, what are you using? Are you using a smartphone? Oh no, yes, go ahead. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now so that you can share, please. Okay, Moyiwa Oluwa, sorry, I didn't really get the name. How you can get a prompt to paste on Grok. Go to ChatGPT, tell it to give you a prompt for video generation in Grok. Okay, so when it gives you that, copy your scene one, just copy your scene one, go to Grok, paste it, click on make video, do the same for your scene 2, 3, and 4. All right, no problem. If you recorded everything, that's okay. You're just listening. All right, no problem. But just in case if you get something to use and practice in Lua, the videos are on YouTube and on Link School. app, okay? So you can always go there and revisit. For those that didn't really get everything, the videos on Link School app and on YouTube, okay? You're welcome, my dear. David, what's the issue? Sorry, Lenny. Somebody's drawing on my screen. Please keep your questions coming because the class is over. Okay, when you get to Grok, click on Imagine, then you're going to see a text box there. Paste it there. So just in case you did not understand anything, our videos are still on Link School app and then on YouTube. Okay, so tomorrow there will be a brief recap. So in case if you did not still get anything, and your assignments are on Link School app. So please, it's down there, dear. You're going to see it. Oh no, why are you still crying? What's the problem? Okay, so we've come to the end of the class, but I'm still open to any question. Just reach out to us, okay? So I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. All right. So see you tomorrow. Bye.